going live all over the world and back into your living room. First time really that I going live on YouTube. Figured why not? I don't know if anybody's really going to show up, but I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how hard it really is, even though I'm tired as fuck. But we're going to see what happens. So if you're on, if you want to say hi, if you want a reading, let me know. Because I've always wanted to just do a live stream on YouTube. Let's see. Can you hear me now? There you go. All right. So I did a live, I did a 60-second thing earlier this week. And I don't have the cards with me, but I have what I wrote down. And for each Zodiac sign, it was different. So for Aries, you had the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And I think it was this week, just this week. And I think everybody's starting to feel it because of the full moon. Like we have a really courageous full moon right now. And everything's feeling wonky. Everything's feeling out of the ordinary and unsuccinct. And it hurts. Like my brain was mush yesterday. It's not necessarily something that you really want when you're trying to do a live reading, but that's fine. Like things will always get better. But let me fix this. Let me tell you that these Zodiac signs, nothing is bad. Nothing is going to stay bad. Everything is just a moment in time. And Aries, when you had the Wheel of Fortune reverse, they said you're not having bad luck. Stop thinking everything is against you. That's what I meant. Because when we have bad luck, we get into these moments of, oh, my whole life is going to be like this, even though it's only 1 second, 1 day, like a moment in time. We start thinking that our whole life is now just going to be a series of unfortunate events, and it's not like that. What happens is that we get stuck in this thinking that if 1 day is going to be like this, another day, and that's how people become miserable. That's how people just become, unfortunately, just miserable fucks. And Taurus. So Taurus had the Hermit reverse, and this was interesting because this is me. I'm a Taurus. And what it said was the feeling of wanting to withdraw is strong. Listen to it. I think I should have listened to it a little bit more today. I was hanging out with a girlfriend, and I knew I wanted to go on a trip on my own. She ended up coming with. It wasn't necessarily the best trip. But I want to say that, especially right now, if you feel the need to hermit, if you feel the need to get away from everybody else, and even for your own sake, then do it. There's nothing wrong with wanting alone time or figuring out who you truly are, or what's actually going on. In fact, especially this week during a full moon, it's time to get out of the rat race and go somewhere and hide and take all the energy that you've been holding on to and explode with it, because you don't want to be around anybody when the universe is asking you to let go of all this really shitty energy that you've been holding on to for so long. So especially for Taurus, like we seethe and we hold on to all this, and we think that nobody knows. We think that we're being so sly about holding on to energy that makes us unhappy. Everybody knows. We're not being sneaky at all. So what then ends up happening is, like, we think that everybody thinks we're fine, but everybody knows there's something wrong. We're just like, no, I'm fine. I swear I'm fine. Then you eat and you're fine, or you let go of the energy, or get out of where you need to be and you're fine. But for this moment in time and this week, you really just need to be on your own. You need to figure out how to release what's bothering you. And for some people, it's been building up for years, decades even. And if you're sitting with all this negative energy that is supposed to be being released, then we definitely have to figure out how to make it work. Gemini had the 6 of Cups. This week, remember your bliss and hold on to it. It's kind of the same thing with Taurus. Like Gemini, remember what makes you happy. Remember why you wake up in the morning, why you do what you do. Gemini switch on a dime too. So, I think you need this whole feeling of being somewhere happy when you're not. It gets you a chance to get through the day. So when you bottle up this bliss, when you bottle up this happiness, then what really happens is you're saying, oh, things will get better, things can get better, and I'm allowing things to progress in such a way that that they're progressing beyond my means, and I'm leaving it out of my realm of possibility. I'm letting the universe take over. I want nothing to do with what's going on. And sometimes that's good because you're remembering something beautiful even though you're going through shit. And that's the best thing that you can do. You leave it. You leave it, you set it off on its own little path, and then you pretty much just go about your day. And that's what we need to do. We need to feel that we're being taken care of. Cancer had the 3 of Cups reversed. Feeling like the odd person out. Maybe it's time to rein in or regain some of your independence. Not saying all cancers are feeling like they don't have a foot to stand on, but I think a lot of people nowadays are feeling like they're too codependent on other people. They're not even in a relationship, and they're codependent with friends. They're codependent with family members. So it's time to get back slowly this week. It's time to get back to that independence nature and nurture that you feel so well, especially this week. Like you're being asked to let go of some negative influence, some negative outcomes, and some things that have been holding you back for a while. So you being codependent with somebody or multiple people is not positive. It's not a positive thing. So let it go. Leo had 2 of Wands reversed, and I had said stop worrying about the things that haven't or won't happen, and that's true. Like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We get to a point of we want to worry. We're like it's like Taurus, because we want to worry about the things that haven't or won't, or things that we can't control, but then we focus on it so much that we become the bearers of our own bad news. Things start to happen, and we wonder why things, like all of a sudden things just start happening. It's because we willed it to happen. It's not that we wanted it to happen, but when you start focusing on what's not or what hasn't happened, that's when you will it to come to you. And you will all this manifestation shit in the wrong way, because the universe doesn't care what you want. It knows what you want, but it only can allow what you're thinking of. So if you're thinking of lack, all it's going to give you is lack. If you're thinking of I don't want, well, what's the root word? I want. It's not don't, because don't and want are the same thing to the universe. So what ends up happening is you say, I don't want this. Well, what you don't want, you end up getting. Virgo, death. The change you've been asking for is here, so why not greet it instead of just running away? I don't know how many Virgos really want to run away from change, but the death card in general and change in general is really scary. I know as a Taurus, I ran away from change and myself for such a long time. I think that a lot of us are scared of what we don't know. And when you're being asked to just move forward into a empty room that hasn't been furnished yet and say, okay, everything's going to be there. And you're like, no, nothing's there. Then we all just kind of go, yeah, bullshit. What's going on? So instead of dreading the change, embrace the change, embrace what hasn't happened, embrace what's going to happen, embrace the possibilities of newness, because this change is going to be huge. It's going to be right for you. It's going to feel amazing. And all you have to do is just let go. You've been running away from shit for so long. It's time to turn and face it and realize that the change that is happening really isn't all that bad. It sets you off on a better path. It lets you become a better person. It's not going to totally bamboozle you unless you wanted to, unless you're living such a horrible defunct life that you think that being in a better area is worse. So allow it to work its way out. Allow the change to happen, and this is the start of a change. It's a full moon. Let all the negative issues go and go with what's actually working. Libra, the sun. I had said that clarity is coming hard and fast. Get ready to see everything around you for what it really is. And that means a lot. Like, clarity is huge, especially during a full moon. Like, we get to these points of believing our own lies, and then when something else comes in and we realize, oh, our lies were lies, then we our head explodes. It's like, oh wait, so if this was wrong, what else is wrong? And then you start understanding the truth behind everything that you knew what that was once a lie. And then even better is like clarity comes in and you wash away, and then enemies become friends, and you don't even know why you had people as enemies at one point, because there was nothing wrong with them. So clarity in itself becomes a tool for happiness, a tool for figuring out how to make things work for yourself. Libra, the sun, nope. Scorpio, Four of Pentacles. Just because you're coming into money doesn't mean you should spend it all. Save some for rainy days. I think I looked at it as money, but I think Four of Pentacles could have been anything, emotions or relationships. Like, don't hold on to stuff that you know you can lose very easily, because especially with Scorpios, you tend to just hold on to love. You like, everything is a commodity to be traded, and when we don't have the commodity, we feel left out in the cold. If the commodity isn't coming back and going, I want you too, then we wonder what's wrong with us, and then we wonder what's wrong with the other person. So don't think that you have to spend it all in one place. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't feel that you need to like just meet somebody and say, I love you, I want to be in love with you, this is all I ever want. Any money that comes in, hold on to it, because we're still going through some rocky times, and you may actually just need to spend a little to save a little. You may just need to figure out how to squirrel some away within your own bank. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Ten of Wands. Creating something from nothing isn't that easy, but that's why you're doing it. Sagittarius, I said that, I think, because I don't have an easy explanation for that. It's almost as if you wanted the challenge, and this week you got a challenge, and even though, what was the other one? The Virgo had the death card. It's kind of your version of the death card, which is, okay, things are changing, and I got this new challenge, but why am I going to run away from it? Like, you asked for a change, you asked for something different, so why would you look at this change and challenge and go, no, I don't want it anymore? That's just looking a gift horse in the mouth and saying, no, you can have it back, because I don't know what to do with it. You know what to do with it. You know what to do with what just happened and what bamboozled you. There's nothing wrong with that. Capricorn, fortitude or strength. Have the courage to stand up for what you believe in. That's for everybody, though. I mean, at this point, there's so much shit going on. If you're gonna fight, you're gonna fight. Not necessarily to the death, but I feel that a lot is to be said for taking clarity. Like, we talked about clarity earlier, taking clarity from Libra and saying, this is what I understand, this is what I learned, this is what I stand for. You can't take this away from me. Don't really know much about Capricorns, but fighting to the death can happen, and knowing that you're right and you will stand for what's right, not only for you but for other people, really has to happen this week, because there's a lot of people that are just being really fucked over. The system is fucking over everybody. So, even standing up for somebody else that you may not know might need to happen this week or next week, especially as the elections get into full swing, because we have so much shit going on. Like, there's so much shit that people are just coming out of the woodworks thinking they can say whatever they want to and it's going to be fine. Well, we have a president that's saying that too. But be the proud person that you're going to be, and understand that you standing up for yourself or other people makes you a better person, not only in your eyes and their eyes, but everybody else's eyes. If somebody can stand up for what they believe in, then you are a much stronger and better person than 99% of the other people that will not ever stand up for themselves, or the people that will just grab a phone and say, say that again and just run away. So don't cut and run. Stand strong and believe, and you'll get where you need to be. Let's see. Oh, Aquarius. Ten of Swords reversed. It was never meant to last, and you know it. So why keep on fighting? We're not even really talking about like relationships. We could be talking about jobs. We could be talking about moments in time. The swords. Is that what it was? Yeah, Ten of Swords reversed. The swords are mind, or it's your mind. Like the Ten of Swords upright are being so deeply rooted in your mind that you think that everybody is out to get you. Nobody's out to get you. Reversed, it's more about not wanting things to last and wanting this moment in time to stay. But you know that it was wrong. You know that feeling this way wasn't going to last, and it's time to move on to other things, bigger, better things, and figure out who you truly are, figure out where things are going to go, and how to make things work for yourself. It's not about the other person. It's not about the other job. It's not about the money. It's about you. It's about your heart and what the universe wants to do with you. So if something's not, if it's time for something to go, then allow it its exit period. Allow it time to exit out, to go, to just say goodbye and wish it well. Don't hold on to it because it's not going to help. The next one was Pisces. Judgment reversed. Stop doubting yourself and your abilities. Positive affirmations. I mean, positive affirmations for one thing, but just in general, especially this week, it's hard to sit there and go, yes, I'm worthy, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to, where my life should be, when we're looking down the barrel of who knows what and going, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how things are going. Well, all you have to do is turn around and be a little bit more positive. Be this positive person and shove positive affirmations down people's throat, because not only do you need it, other people need it as well. There's so many people hurting, which probably could include you, that what we really need to do is just say, I just give you love. I give you love, and that's all I give you, and that's all you need, and nothing else matters at this point. And you doubting what's going on in here or here, and doubting that you need to tell somebody something or give somebody comfort, is doubting your abilities. Your abilities stand strong for who you are, and will tell people much about you. So the moment you feel the need to touch somebody respectfully, respectfully, and tell them that it's going to be okay, that they can ask you any questions, is the moment that you're using your power. So use it for good. Use it for what it's intended for, and don't fuck it up. Don't just run in and say, but I can save you. You're not trying to save anybody. What you're trying to do is help somebody. What you're trying to do is help yourself. The more that you work on yourself, the more that you'll see it happening in other people, and then you'll start getting this better feeling as well. That was it, actually. So Judgment reversed, and I had a collective card of the Star reversed. And the Star reversed just said, you need to trust what's in store for you and try not to worry. That is huge. That is huge for everybody, especially right now. We're all in this shit-tastic sandwich where we're trying to figure out what's going on, where we don't know who we are, what's going on, what time it is. And we don't know if we're going to be even able to last the next week or two. But trust that the next step forward is already laid out for you. And even though you don't know it, even though you don't know who or what or how, just know that it's going to happen. Everything will be revealed in due time. I think the Star reversed for me is like, you're not even really being pulled along. It's just, it's happening without your knowledge. It's happening without your consent, but it's happening at the best time possible, because we need it. We need just a little bit of extra oomph in order for us to get to where we're going. Because we're too in our heads. We're too worried about everything. So taking that worry out and going, I don't want to think, and just being transported to the next to the next stage is exactly what's happening. I think that's what's going to happen with the full moon. Like we get to this point and understand that the full moon is just there and it's powerful and it's worthy and it's just pulling you along, whether you know it or not. And it's illuminating a path to something specific and big. And we're just kind of walking down it accidentally, also being pulled by the star card and trying not to worry, but in our head worrying greatly because where's the money coming from? Where am I going to make money? What am I going to do? What are my family going to think of me? What are my kids going to think of me? What's my loved one going to say when I can't come up with some cockamamie ideas? But you know what? Your cockamamie ideas are what's going to get you to the next stage. Don't play it safe. There's nothing wrong with just saying it's crazy, but I'm going to do it anyway, because there's nothing good about playing it safe in your life. If you're playing it safe, you're not making mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. If you're not learning, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you might as well just be dead. Hey, Lucia, how you doing? I was just finishing up all 12 zodiac signs. Just kind of wanted to do a live stream. It's the first live stream I've ever done on YouTube, so why not? It's kind of interesting. I'm low energy today, and I think it's just because of the full moon. But if you like this, you can check out all my other videos that I usually do. I'm just talking about the collective card I got. I don't speak Spanish. No soy hablo español. I speak enough Spanish. I speak enough Spanish to tell you I don't speak Spanish. But I was just talking about the collective card, the star reversed, when we need to trust what is going on. You need to trust. You just need to trust. Lo siento. I think lo siento means no. Lo siento. I don't know what sorry is. I don't understand sorry in Spanish. I took 3 years of Spanish and no clue. Lo siento. Sorry. Lo siento. Is that I'm sorry or I don't understand? All right. So I think that's what I have for zodiac signs. De nada. So I kind of want to do more of these on a weekly basis and see who just shows up. If you'd be interested in this, let me know. Although I literally just went through zodiac signs and had a big talk for 22 minutes. Trying to get my sea legs, trying to get the energy back. But you know what? Lucia, I will pull a card for you. Ooh. The Eight of Discs, working in tandem with other people to make what you want a reality. I would say that you know what your skill is, and you just have to honestly use it wisely and use it to your advantage, and not pretend that you don't have the skill that you have. That's really cryptic, and I don't know why I said that, but you fit into a group like a puzzle piece, and use that puzzle piece wisely. Other than that, I hope you all have a good week. I hope take a look at all my my brain just went dead. Take a look at all my other zodiac signs, all my other videos. If you want a reading or want to take a look at my Friday live stream, let me know. We will talk later. Peace, love, hair grease. Bye.